What's up? What's up? What's up? So maybe in a couple of days, maybe this week, I want to reveal something that I've been hiding for a little bit. It's not no big secret, but something I've been hiding for a little bit. I'll try to do it this week. I'm trying to do it after I show my Blu-ray collection because I was going to do that today, show my Blu-ray collection. And then I said, well, maybe I should point recorder at my Blu-ray collection while I talk about something as in this video right here. But I was thinking, nah, just not right now. I'm just not in the mood for that. So this is the thing, man. A couple things I want to say real quick before we get started. Man, I know what the title is, man. I was thinking about titling this something like, these white savior movies have got to stop or something, and put somehow like Dune 2 in there. You know, because that's where usually I get those kind of comments on about, because I said something about white savior movies, and some people want to try to give me an angry comment over that. But the thing is, people need to really understand this. My block game is on point. So many times people probably gave me like a long ass paragraph or something. I don't know how long it goes. It goes to the point where it says, click this to read more. You got blocked by the first 3 words. you gotta understand when it's just kind of weird because when I block people, it's always the same thing, man. It's always the same, like it has like the same formula, the best way to say it. You know, usually it kind of might start out with dude, just like it always has the same formula where you already know, get ready to block. Or this guy's trying to say, get ready to block, and then the next one, this is one. But one of the main common one is someone putting like, laugh my ass off, or LOL, those kind of things. And like I said, people, what I have seen in 100%, anyone that puts LOL in their comment when there's nothing actually funny there's something wrong with them. That is what I've always have seen. And the thing is I want to say is, like I explained in several videos, like I said, anytime I block someone that tries to give me a negative comment, because like I said, I always say try because it doesn't feel like one when you see what they look like on their channel. I got to the point where I just hit the block where sometimes I used to want to see, is this the same outcome? So I'm like, is it always the same outcome of somebody that looks very much out of shape? His background, whatever he has in his video in his room looks like shit. Like you can tell they're not doing well at all in life, But no, I just hit that block now. Out of 10 people I block, usually I'll check one person, and it is still, like I said, the same outcome. And I want to like film the channel, says people, are these the kind of people on YouTube? Or is just the dumb people that think they're know things and they don't, when they try to disagree or whatever the hell they're doing. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Because the last one I saw was like, and I got tired of seeing that is the outcome. But when I block people, I am, without even looking at your channel, I'm picturing you to be another deranged person like I constantly been seeing through YouTube, and it feels like in 100%. I have no shame in blocking after what I constantly keep seeing. So, and it's just like they're not all there, and it's kind of weird. Like I said, I've seen all kinds of proof of people talking about, like I said, killing themselves, parents telling them that they need to take medication and saying like, I don't want to take medication, or doing their videos and just constantly like just not seeing themselves, but somehow see me be lower than them in their parents' house. Like I said, I've been through it all the times. They don't see themselves, and I don't care. I have no shame in the block game. But anyway, but what can get you blocked is, so I was thinking about, to get a little bit more into it now. I was thinking about not doing this video because it's not a concept that normal people think about. It's more of a deranged thing that social media might bring up, but no one's thinking about this. It's kind of like I brought up my recent video where you see Joe Rogan says, man, if I make fun of a male, people think it's funny, but the second I make fun of a female, people get all angry. It's like, it's not real, people. Stand-up comedies, they have always made fun of females, blacks, I don't know what I'm about to say, but Mexican, Asian, all that. It's just like, it's not real. No one thinks about what I'm gonna have in this title. No one does. I mean, I'm talking about like normal people, just don't get offended of this concept, but besides the people that are deranged, and about to get in very soon. So anyways, and so I want to say like one thing, like I explained before, like, you know, I was going to explain on I think it's my Trump video where I said, you know, YouTube is like a different language than the real world. So there's people that can get easily blocked because they're talking in a way that I'm familiar with YouTube. I'm familiar with hate channels, which I've never actually sit through a hate channel video, but it's like flipping through, you know, shorts on YouTube. And that's how I ran to that Joe Rogan thing. And there's another thing that someone brought up that they're not blocked, but they were very close to be blocked. So I don't know if this person is described, but I was gonna use this as an example real quick and then we'll get started on this video. But somebody commented on my video about people, Trump supporters and anti-woke people. You know, you can go there and you can see their comment. Told me to see the show called Shogun. And something I was like, maybe interested, you know, I just like, well, I just wasn't really willing to, you know, find out if it's good or not or whatever. And then after, you know, when you hear so many times, like, okay, I'll give it a chance, and, you know, not really, you know, just seeing it. But then someone gave me comments, says, review Shogun. And I said, you know what, let me see this show since I'm not really doing nothing. You know, and I let him comment, says, because of you, I'm going to check out this show. You know, that gave me the motivation. And then I started watching it, and then I saw a whole bunch of subtitles, and I explained to him, each episode was like an hour long, and, you know, for a TV show, subtitles, no, I'm not going to be sitting there reading, you know, TV show subtitles. Bucky, I watched that, but I put that shit in English. I'm not going to sit there and listen to that corny ass, you know, animation that I find some enjoyment from, and subtitles, no. It's kind of cheesy in a way, Bucky, you know, Hama, you know, Bucky Hama, whatever it's called on Netflix. But, you know, but I let them know, yeah, it's movie-wise, maybe I will watch subtitles, but not no TV show, especially each episode almost being an hour long. And then they gave me a comment and said something about, but did you see the cast? So normally I would think if I would never say that to someone in the real world that it's like, you know, that's, you know, just can know things. That I was just like, so I mean, I'm a little bit confused if you're referring to the cast of people who play samurais in like several movies. You talking about that cast? Am I supposed to be like, oh my gosh, that guy's a samurai. He plays a samurai in several movies. Why would I care about that? So I figure that couldn't, I mean, I wouldn't think he would say something where it's so like, why would I care about people who play samurai several times? There's nothing special. It's like, they're supposed to be like a different kind of samurais this time? You know, so only thing I can think of is I mentioned, I think, was it on that video or something? But I don't know, I just think of, well, this is YouTube. Are they talking about a white guy being in there, a white savior? Because I was at there in time getting those kind of comments. So, you know, I was just like, is that what it is? You're asking, am I supposed to be offended by the movie of a white guy in it? That's all I was thinking, you know, because I'm thinking this is YouTube talk, you know, but it was just like, did I see the cast? So I did search, you know, Shogun cast to, you know, see something. And I want to explain, normal people don't think about these things. Hate channels, dumb people of YouTube, these things anger them about skin color. Is I only ran 2 videos angry because they're gonna maybe make a black guy samurai. You know, and I kind of left a comment, you can see yourself as it's talking about, I mean, I just made guesses, and I said, you know, I explained the whole thing about they have always been play samurais, and the next thing is, if this is about, you know, white, whatever, savior, whatever it's called, they do that in a lot of samurai movies, and I mentioned a couple, even though there's a lot more. You know, the Great Wall, and I mentioned about Jackie Chan on his special features. He's talking about he wants the star to be white. He has to be white. I thought it was odd that he said that, but it was for Forbidden Kingdom. You know, I had the movie. I actually like Forbidden Kingdom, but it was just odd that he was like say that. And then there was other movies. Oh yeah, the one with Keanu Reeves. You know, and the same guys playing samurais again, and you know, The Last Samurai. But this is the thing. And then he gave me some comment, but this is the problem was, I was expecting this. It's just like, I know the formula of YouTube, especially idiots. I'm sorry if I'm being truthful. is he said, I think I couldn't finish reading because I got really bored. I think he was trying to convince me, but it's based because of what I said. It's like, but it's based off a true story. It seemed like that's what he's trying to say. That stayed in spam. I was expecting it would be his next response. I'm very good at knowing how it is respond back. And the thing is, all you have to do is ask your Alexa and say, is Shogun based off a true story? She says, fuck no. Is actually what she said to me. She didn't say in that kind of way. I wanted to play it all as if she did. But no, people, it's kind of like, when you have the racists come up with excuses to not like the mermaid because they didn't know that seagulls can stay underwater for like 10 minutes or more. And all you had to do is ask your Alexa. And the other thing is, I think he went on more talking about how The Last Samurai is based off a true story. They only put people, normal people know based off of true stories for just about any movie. It's not really. They'll say something like, for a long time they were saying the movie The Help was based off a true story, and then the woman went on Oprah and said, okay, it's not based off a true story, but it's what I wish would have happened. It's why we've been saying it's based off a true story. Or, but like I said, they'll say, as long as they put like an actual person's name, it's based off a true story. It's not. The Last Samurai is not based off a true story. They might put that word in there, but you can you do research. The Japanese said it's not accurate how samurais act, and it's not accurate. It's a fantasy world of how samurais act. Fantasy. Do research. But the thing is, next thing was something about the Matrix, and he gave me another comment, the Matrix, take your pill, Neo, or some crap, and I said, I'm familiar with hate channels. Andrew Tate. Yeah, I flipped through that. And I've seen, it was back then when Andrew Tate was being arrested the first time, whatever. You kept hearing Matrix, and I kept flipping through, but I never sit and listen to Andrew Tate. But repeating off of retards, you almost got blocked. But I just left your 2 comments in spam. Yeah, that's what I said. I know the language of idiots, but of social media. But in the real world, it's very different. It's, I like I said, I'm hanging around married people, engineers, lawyers, doctors. I don't, I will look retarded talking like that. It's like lack of information, thinking these are like really like true and it's inaccurate. But anyways. So the next thing is, to get on to it, I was thinking about using my Blu-ray collection to show all my white savior movies or something. And I got some comment that a person got blocked. It's just they're too hanging on to a small part of my video. It was when I was talking about Dune, I imagine, I didn't really get too much into it because I figured this is kind of like, speculation, or it's not really enough that I didn't put in research of, like, the Jeremy guy and Chris guy. They praise movies that it's more of a white savior movie for them. I was saying, but I didn't put much research to know that, so I didn't hang on to that at all. But I mentioned like certain movies, and I did mention The Last Samurai, and I said, that one does feel wrong. I said that one, but I said, there's other ones I've seen as a white savior, The Matrix and the Avatar. And then I said, and I do have Avatar, but I forgot to say I do have The Matrix. So I knew someone would hang on to that. So, I didn't say I had The Matrix. And thought, I'm saying anything good about Matrix. So I kept getting comments about me seeing The Matrix is a white savior movie. So somebody said, so you think The Matrix is a white savior, and then blocked. And that was it. Didn't even read it more. That's all I'm talking about. I said about 3 words you can get blocked. So you think, so this guy thinks The Matrix is a white savior, blocked. But no, I did read more. I'm sorry. But and the thing is, they said something that I was thinking why I was saying that, but I wouldn't bring it up, and I was thinking bring it up because it still doesn't matter. They're saying, but Will Smith was going to be starring in it, so how, blah blah blah, but it still got blocked because it's not really who gives a shit, because this is why. Avatar, I had to think for a second though, because I got to think of the actor's name, was going to have Matt Damon. But that doesn't make it like, so now it's a white savior movie because Avatar was going to have Matt Damon, a white guy, but they still pick a white guy. It's still the same thing, people. And like I said, it's fine. You know, a lot of people like The Matrix. But it's in reality of, I don't think that's the right word I'm looking for, but it's aware of that it's known as kind of looking like a white savior movie. Just don't play dumb. Like, I have other ways I can, like, I don't, see it in that way, but I can understand, what people see. I have an understanding where I don't play fully dumb. It's kind of like, it'd be like, so let me use something that when they weren't going to pick a black guy, and like say Avatar. Avatar seemed to be a white savior movie. And what I say, there's several things that could be seen as a white savior movie. I think you put Seth Meyers, white savior. They have a good trailer where it's just like something it was like annoying about, Black depression movies where the white guy is always there to save the day and then maybe win the Oscar. I don't know if that's really true. I didn't put that research about the Oscar part. But usually a white savior movie has the vibe or there's feeling of everyone else is dumb except the star. That's why, and I had some movies in my head as I was going through it. One of them is Battle LA. That one felt like definitely like, they just did this wrong. It's just like, this guy is just like, everyone's dumb. And then like, don't know what to do. But as soon as they kill this guy off, he comes in and is like, all right, people, now if we go left or right, everything's gonna go right because I'm in charge now. And then in the ending, near the ending, there's about to get on a helicopter and says, you guys should stay here and go eat your breakfast. I got this. But you knew that they're gonna tag along and follow him. And it was just like, this just feels wrong. Battle LA felt definitely wrong, but more of making it where these people have no clue of how to stop what's coming unless it's this person, And I wanted to mention certain things about, other movies where it does have a black guy being a hero. Like I kind of want to mention I Am Robot, but it's not everyone is dumb, and without him, it couldn't be stopped, because he was screwing up. There were people, as in giving him hints, but he still didn't know. So it wasn't like, sit back, I got this shit. It was, he still had flaws in him and he needed help. Otherwise, he would have died so many times, but whatever, it's fine. But I'm just saying is, being the person that is kind of like, you guys sit back, I got this shit, it's kind of more seen more closer to a white savior movie. But that's where I have the understanding when it's that way. I haven't really looked at all my movies, but like I said, I have The Matrix 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please, I don't have no 4. You kidding me? I don't have no 4. But anyways, I kind of like hit me that I was supposed to bring up something else about, hate channels getting mad, and I kind of screwed that up a little bit. Now I can't remember the movies I wanted to bring up. But hate channels, like I said, they don't like, they're in that, the past where they don't want women to vote and they want it to be the white guy is the savior, where they don't want females to be the hero, and especially, how do you say, like Star Wars, they don't, they have that in mind is they don't want a Jedi to be black or something. They, it's just like they have that. That's social media. Complains like, no Jedi can be black. It's not possible because of something that makes no sense of a fictional story. And I said, for fairy tale movies, I always knew that there would have been a problem if you put someone with color in them. I remember like there was a live version of Jack and the Beanstalk that I fast forward through, where there's never color in them, color in these movies. And all kinds of fairy tale movies. And I said the first movie I was like, they did it because I always wondered what would happen if this happened. And it was the Hunger Games. And when they put that girl in there was outrage. I kind of knew something about these like certain fairy tale movies. There's no color in them. Now, yes, the time has changed. I guess they're doing the Wicked, or I don't know what it's called, Wizard of Oz, kind of with the witch, and was the witch black or something? And the other one girl, I guess she made herself white. I don't know her name. But but that is something that I want to explain is YouTube wise, they don't like color. That they more concentrate on skin color than that. But no, people. Like I said, I mentioned The Matrix, but it's fine. No, Will Smith could not have done better than Neo because Neo's not a good actor. He's not better than Will Smith, but it's the same as Heath Ledger is not really a good actor, but Denzel could not pull off what Heath Ledger did with the Joker. I don't know really any actors really, but I'm saying that's why he's my favorite villain in the Joker or the Dark Knight. But Khan, I think Khan is my second favorite villain, and I think all I'm saying is no one really thinks about that. No one normal. YouTube does. That's why I got a little bit confused. Like, did you see the cast? Because I was like, logically, you talking about the same people that play Samurai all the time? Because I don't know who the white guy is, but are you preferring him? Because this is, am I supposed to think about some white savior when Asians do that a lot? It could be the stereotype of white worshiping, what they say what Asians do. I have understanding of that. I don't go full blown believing it, but there has been examples to prove, worshiping and thinking that. What I've seen, I've never, like I said, it's a story about blacks only dating white girls. I was like, well, it's pretty hard to be black and dating Asian or an Indian. Trust me, I think Asians are hot, and there's a lot of them. It's the most racism I've ever had to deal with more than any other skin color is being turned down by Asians. It's just, and I was not being turned down by any girl because I was known as very attractive back then. Asians. Yeah, they turned me down. And watching, how, but whatever, I'm just saying. So I don't, I'm aware of certain things. So what I'm saying, so it's kind of like, so that's how I say I don't do live videos in person because they might be asking me something that normal person, like, I don't care. It's just like, what do you think about this? Like, I don't care because no one really cares. This is the point of this conversation. So, but yeah, so I have The Matrix and all that, but I'm aware of, where it's a little too much of seeing someone to be like godlike and like they're the chosen one. Then I can but it's like whatever. That's really what it is. It's like, okay. I had no problem with Ghost in the Shell. I like the idea. I think the Ghost in the Shell, I think that year was the best movie of the year. Ghost in the Shell was. And whatever, I can't remember what happened that year, but I think I remember Ghost in the Shell being the best movie of the year. The animation sucked. But anyways, I gotta go. So, I don't know what else to say, but I just think, I would say my thing of understanding is, everyone around them is kind of dumb and they're all depending on this person and without them it can't be done or something. That's what my understanding is. And I can't remember Battle LA, but that one felt wrong. And Battle LA, I'm not buying that movie. I'm not for that specific reason. That one felt wrong. Last Samurai, it was just cheesy to me. I think it's fine, but it's not good enough to buy. One movie, like I said, most racist movie I've ever seen. It's a movie with The Rock, and he's this astronaut. And I did this video about the most racist movies I've ever seen. This is a totally off page, And we were at Blockbuster. Me and my girl says, "Oh, I didn't know The Rock was in an animation." So we try to guess who's The Rock's voice, and then we're thinking, is there Army Martian guy? And then we couldn't figure out who it was. I was like, oh no, I bet you it's. And then the second he started talking, being a white astronaut, being The Rock, I said, turn this racist shit off. But that was just back in the day when I did videos. But I can't remember the other movies that are kind of wrong, like 300. I have 300, but it feels kind of wrong with everyone with color being, the bad guy. The samurai, the immortals seem like they're supposed to be Asian. The black guys, be put in the dark. I'm just like, yeah, this is wrong, but it's still, I like the movie. So I can have understanding, but no one, like, they have the same way I have. They're not, it's not going to stop them from seeing the movie and enjoying themselves. But Battle LA, F that movie. One of the movies, what was it? blacks hating that this white guy is dating this black girl. Samuel Jackson, I want to slap him in the face. Spills, who are dumb idiots, I think their name is Double Toasted. They're dumb idiots, but he did a good review. I'm pretty sure it's easy to find on YouTube, where he said, F this movie. Lakeview Terrace. Oh my gosh, that is so cringing to watch. But that's nothing to do about, you know, any worshiping. But I just remember my video about most racist movies I've ever seen. But that was just pissing me off. But to talk about white worshiping, I think it was Battle LA. That was the one that had me like, come on now. Come on. But no, I don't know how many like movies that probably before. I know I have, you know, probably before is White Savior is Dancing with Wolves. I have it, you know. I don't think anything about that. I just, you know, whatever. But yeah, normal people, they enjoy themselves. I mean, I never heard someone get offended. I only heard one person get offended when it came to color ever in my life about black and white. If somebody came to see Kill Bill because they like that girl who is, I believe has been screwed over ever since, I think she was the one who got screwed over her Oscar for Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, whatever it's called. Because her acting was way better than that woman who going from everywhere but once. I was like, really? She won an Oscar over her acting? That's wrong. But she was mad over Kill Bill because she came there to see her. I think that's the same girl. And she died in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. But otherwise, no, people go out and enjoy themselves. That's a YouTube thing. Like I said, the only thing I found that Shogun was the hate channels are mad over skin color again. That's like I said, that's a YouTube thing. And that's why I said, usually when people are not aware of that, and they'll give me these dumb comments, they get blocked because every time they have not been all there, and I don't check anymore. I usually like to see, is it still the same kind of people? Like, and I just block now. You know, all right, peace, I gotta go. But I don't know what I'm gonna title this. I think I'm gonna put a little Dune 2 in there. You know, oh wait, let me say one thing before I go. You know, it's like for my video, my last video about Chris, it was supposed to be my last video about Chris, right? And I noticed that it started out in the first, you know, hour, 30 views. I'll say, you know, I might stop there. Sometimes it could happen where it just stops there. And I just wanted, you know, to catch on a little bit, you know. And then, you know, I was up late, you know, and I was like looking at my phone to see, you know, look at it. And it said 70 views or something. I was like, oh, that's gay, whatever. I guess it's probably gonna stop soon. And then I looked at it again like 10 minutes later, and then it said 120 views. And then all through overnight, it went to 1,000 views. I thought, but it still gets to a point where it could just stop. Like, you know, it could make it to 2,000. You know, it's not anything I think about, but I'd like it to at least be in the thousands. Because like I said, when I first started doing YouTube videos, doing movie reviews, I was making at least 3,000 or something. But at the same time, like, I don't want to be a person that just makes like 50 views or something, you know, even though it's my last year, you know. I don't, like I said, I don't do anything special with my thumbnails. I just, you know, whatever. All right, peace.